30 minutes after 6 o'clock. Good Monday morning to you. It's Monday, the 28th day of October, 2024. Welcome to the Good Morning program for today. Yours truly, Gordon Joseph, in your company as always. Reaching out to you and saying good morning to you, Eulin Alexander, Mary E. Banks, Mildred Smith, and Shem. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning to each and every one of you. It's that time again.
This is the day Lord has made. So let us rejoice.
Let's do that.
Yeah, my pride.
Jillian McIntyre, good morning. Monica Meros Williams, Joyous James.
Well, if I had another chance to start afresh again and live this life all over,
What would you do?
things just wouldn't be the same. But since for tomorrow, there is no guarantee. I want to say thank you, Jesus, for all you've done for me.
Let's sing. Yeah, Mildred had a restful one.
You for another day. Oh, merciful Father, oh, please hear my prayer.
I want to reach out and say a very special happy birthday to you, Shireen Hopkin Phillip of Guava Estate in St. John.
Oh, yes.
You're celebrating your 5th birthday today. Well, you've got birthday greetings coming from the Hopkin family in Guava Estate
Oh, my child.
and the Phillip family from Mount Parnassus. Auntie Ann says, happy birthday to you. Joylyn Barry, good morning.
So even though my life is filled with so much of
Good morning to all the farmers and fisher folks of the nation. Those of you going out at sea, make sure you have the requisite equipment in the event of an eventuality, right?
and yes, you are.
Yeah.
And I put my trust.
Let's sing, let's sing.
Oh, Father, thank you for
Wendy Williams, good morning, all the way from Carriacou. How's Carriacou doing?
my needs. Oh,
Doris Fletcher, good morning.
thank you for my daily.
You know, I really need to visit Carriacou. I haven't been to Carriacou since burial.
Your grace, my soul is fair.
I've got to go see the reconstruction process,
Oh, my
the rebuilding process.
play the music.
Good morning to all the lawyers of the nation, all those of you within the legal fraternity. As you commenced a law week yesterday, well, this morning I will be joined by the president of the Grenada Bar Association,
From whence cometh my help?
your humble servant,
My help comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. I can't tell,
Francis K. Paul,
neither can I.
Michelle Bernard, good morning.
Minute or the hour, or my final day. But until my work is over,
Good morning, Zamora Plenty and Mommy. How you doing?
give my service.
Gigi Giles, good morning. Denzo, good morning.
Oh, Father, thank you for the privilege. Oh, merciful Father,
Alexandra Velez.
you give.
Blessed morning to everyone listening and watching from Miami. Wow.
Father, than to live my life for you. Play the music.
Wendy Williams.
Oh, my child.
Hey folks, it's 26 minutes on to 7. Good morning to all the busmen of the nation. I hope you guys know how important you are.
Hear my pride.
Yeah.
Hear my pride.
Catherine Phillip, good morning. How you do? Yolan Swan.
Oh, Father, I don't only
Yulin, let's take a dance with this.
oh, merciful Father, but strive to walk the walk. Yes. Oh,
What a way to start the day.
let me live by it
And let me remind you, today is a good day to have a good day.
in service all to you.
Yeah.
Oh, Father, thank you for my family. Oh, my
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lovey, good morning.
gifts to me. Oh, Father,
Dr. Francis Martin, good morning to you.
oh, merciful Father.
Good morning to all the doctors and nurses at the casualty department at the St. George's, the General Hospital, man. Yeah, good morning, good morning.
This is the day.
25 minutes on to 7.
So let us
Let's have the word of the day today.
Hear my pride. Hear my pride.
And the word of the day today, that word is hermitage. 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 And it means any secluded place of residence or habitation. Hermitage. Here's how we can use that word in a sentence. My hermitage, a small cabin surrounded by trees, was the perfect place for writing a novel. Yeah, it's like in the mountain in Mount Agnes. That's where the calypsos get written. Good morning, Mount Agnes. Red Bull and the posse, good morning. Esther and her son, good morning. Good morning, Doggy. Good morning, Eggies and Chief. Peck and the guys, good morning. Rhino. Mr. Michael Soup Pierre. Folks, we're heading into the motivational tip of the day.
With so much ups and downs, I know you got the powers to turn this thing around. Cause there is no miracle. And yes, you are my son.
And the motivational tip of the day, it says, I try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Yeah, I gave you this one earlier last week. Try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Don't make the clouds heavier. Simply means be a help to someone, even if it's just a smile or a good word. Hey, you look beautiful today. You know, sometimes you pass some ladies, they're beautifully dressed and everything like that, all made up, but their face is as citrus. You don't know what's going on at home. They might be having some issues or something at work. Hey, sweetie, you look beautiful. That might just bring on a smile. You know what I'm saying? Husbands, don't let your wives and the children leave the house without giving them a kiss and letting them know how much you love them. And you know what I'm saying? Lydia Cameron, good morning to you. Jennifer Lawrence, good morning. Tell Joe, good morning. Akim Lewis, what's up, bro? You early this morning? Cicely Blackman also. Nutmeg Quinn, good morning to you. Good morning, Nadisha and the folks inside of Coffee.
Thank you for the
folks at McQueen's service station in Crowshoe, good morning.
to share this love you give.
Bale Island, Tebaid, good morning. Central.
Nothing more I want
Spice Queen, good morning, everyone, except Akim. What happened to you and Akim?
life for you.
What happened? Akim is a chicken hog that take your chicken out.
Hear my cry.
Man, folks, I have to introduce you to this guy called Peck, you know. Peck is one kind of character. Yeah, so it's me alone you don't want.
Hear my cry.
Curtis Phillip. Folks, we're heading into the nutritional tip of the day.
Oh, Father, I don't only want to talk the talk. Oh, merciful Father, but strive to walk. Yes. Oh, Father.
All these steps and you'll be fine. Drink lots of water.
Cancers can affect anyone, regardless of age or gender. People are exposed to developing cancers due to genetics, exposure to cancer-causing elements in their environment, and lifestyle practices. Although less common, cancers also affect children. The most common cancers found in children are bone cancer, tumors, which affect the brain and central nervous system, and lymphoma. Symptoms of cancer in children may be similar to other common illnesses among children. However, there are severe and consistent symptoms that you should pay close attention to and seek medical attention for immediately. These include bone and joint pain, constant tiredness and weakness, pale skin, bleeding or bruising, fever or weight loss, consistent headaches, dizziness, nausea and vomiting, blurred or double vision, swelling in the abdomen, consistent pain in any particular location of the body, swelling of the lymph nodes, and frequent infections or flu-like symptoms. Children can be treated for cancer, but treatment may differ depending on the type of cancer and how advanced the cancer is. Common treatment includes surgery, chemotherapy, radiation therapy, therapy, immunotherapy, and stem cell transplant. The National Cancer Institute states that the causes of most childhood cancers are not known, and about 8 to 10% of all cancers in children are caused by an inherited genetic mutation that is passed from parents to their children. When a child is diagnosed with cancer, nutrition should be an integral part of care during and after treatment. Medical nutrition therapy is important in managing nutritional deficiencies and undernutrition that can develop during treatment and in supporting growth, development, and the immune system. Nutrition intervention should begin very early in the process and can support better treatment outcomes. Until next time, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well.
Rolls ring a bell? Yes, they keep the body working.
This is the day the Lord has made.
Yeah.
So let us rejoice.
19 minutes on to 7. What up? Good morning to you.
Yeah, my pride.
Good morning to Pipe and the folks inside of Can Blair. How they do?
Well, if I had
Between me and you.
fresh again and live this life.
Maribo, good morning. Sab, brother, wife inside of Sab, good morning to you. Sab and surrounding areas, Maribo, Bylands,
I want to say thank you, Jesus.
Lafayette and Paraclete. Ashley Cummings, good morning, bro. Let's see what's buzzing this morning. What's buzzing this morning? Buzzing, 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 buzzing. All right, Health Minister confirms that the General Hospital will be statutorized on January 1st, 2025. Wow. Wow. That's breaking news.
Oh, yes, I'm still alive.
In the region, Caribbean labor ministers agree on rapid coordinated action to address labor challenge. Internationally, Michelle Obama makes fiery abortion pitch as Trump courts Muslim vote.
Yeah, my pride.
And in sports, Cricket West Indies awards historic annual contracts to 14 female players, expanding their investment in women's cricket. That's good news. Good morning, Afi Fletcher. Grenada is behind you, girl. Yeah. Lafayette and Moncton is behind you. So too is Paradise. Susan Douglas and the Douglas family inside of Paradise, good morning. Epen and Banji and Squazim and the guys inside of Chocolate City. Denson, the silent guy. Good morning. Tito. Dunfermline, good morning. Greta Joseph. Amoy Abraham. Good morning to all the wonderful folks inside of Dunfermline and Moya. Pearls, good morning. Auntie Alma, good morning.
Play it one more time.
Helen, good morning to you and the family. Folks, we're heading into the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. It comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
It's come at my help. My help comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. I can tell the future. Tourism is me, tourism is you, tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries.
From agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen, one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
And the Grenada Tourism Authority.
If you're 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50 plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a
Rasta. Stop and take a deep breath. And relax yourself. Take another deep breath. And relax it. And relax it. Eliminate.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Monday, October 28th, 2024. Coming up in the news, Health Minister confirms that the General Hospital will be statutorized on January 1st, 2025. In the region, Caribbean Labour Ministers agree on rapid coordinated action to address labour challenge. Internationally, Michelle Obama makes fiery abortion pitch as Trump courts Muslim vote. And in sports, Cricket West Indies awards historic annual contracts to 14 female players, expanding its investment in women's cricket. We've got the details to this and more after these messages.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
GRENEC Community Partnership Initiative.
We are immensely pleased and honored for GRENEC's generosity towards the school. This project.
A good Monday morning to you with the news in detail. I am Gordon Joseph. Health Minister Philip Telesford confirmed on Sunday that the General Hospital will be statutorized on January 1st, 2025. The much talked about issue was addressed with Dr. Kellon Bob.
Of a bureaucratic system that failed us at the hospital, it is time to make the bold decision. We cannot just be practicing politics and forget about the people. This is about saving lives, and the time has come for us to statutorize the hospital. And our aim and intention is to get a competent board of directors by the 1st of January 2025, and to get a competent set of managers who will work alongside the board and with the existing CMO, Director of Hospital Services, and the other competent staff to transform healthcare in Grenada.
Minister Telesford is confident that statutorization works.
We are not going to sit back and, because of political expediency, refuse to statutorize the hospital. So every opportunity I get, I preach statutorization because it works. There is enough evidence right around us and in the Caribbean that proves that statutorization works.
Well, we have statutory bodies in Grenada as well, whether it's the...
Meanwhile, former Health Minister Dr. Clarice Modeste calls for regional health bodies such as CAFSA to intervene amidst concerns relating to the General Hospital. She says that while under the stewardship of the new National Party government, there were issues.
We see the magnitude, that problems of that magnitude. Maternal mortality, mothers going to deliver and they die.
children and babies going in the hospital are being born there and they die. The numbers are alarming. It's not that children didn't die before. So I don't want nobody ask me question on Facebook. I'm not saying nobody died before. What I'm saying is we never had this alarming number in such a short period of time. And we need to call upon American Health Organization, World Health Organization, ask them to come and help us and put some more money there for the people of Grenada. So
Former Health Minister Clarice Modeste. The new National Party is confident of a comeback to manage the country's affairs. Political leader of the new National Party, Dr. Keith Mitchell, says his party is on a rescue mission. Addressing supporters during a zonal meeting at Monjalou RC School, he announced plans to ensure that anyone found guilty of wrongdoing will be dealt with.
When NNP ever take reins, as we certainly will, as a political organization, friends, you expect to see we'll have to clean up a lot of mess. But I think Gregory pointed out something, and I have to repeat it. Because it doesn't matter who leads NNP in government, but NNP would have to ensure that if people did wrongs and took the people's money wrongfully, they have to be accountable for that action, sisters and brothers. So those who believe they don't have to obey rules, they could break the laws of the country with impunity, we will have people to deal with that, sister. They're not going to be the politician, because the politicians don't get involved in charging people. But the law will have to take its course. So we're issuing a warning to those who believe that they can do as they want, because we know a lot of nonsense taking place.
The GBN is seeking confirmation from government amidst reports that Nigerian oil and gas company Ocean Gate Oil and Gas Engineering has secured a historic multi-billion-dollar deal with Global Petroleum Group to launch one of the Caribbean's largest oil and gas ventures. According to a Punch online report on Saturday, Group CEO Dr. Aisha Achimugu, who celebrated her lavish 7-day birthday celebration in January at Calavini Island and Silversand Hotel, claimed that this transformative partnership aims to develop Grenada's significant hydrocarbon reserves, paving the way for the island to emerge as a major energy hub in the Caribbean and beyond. GBN is awaiting a response from government and will provide an update to this report as the news come to hand. And finally, OECS countries including Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Barbados are all set to benefit from the ECGC flour price drop. The consumers of flour produced by the Eastern Caribbean group of companies will be enjoying a 5 to 10% price reduction, benefiting families and businesses across the Caribbean region. The company is based in St. Vincent and it was founded back in 1977. They mentioned that this reduction is an independence gift to countries including Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, Dominica, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, BVI, Montserrat and Anguilla. The CEO of ECGC, J. Robert Cato, announced the development and said that this reduction speaks to the commitment towards communities across the OECS islands. He added that lower flour prices enhances affordability for families and promote local businesses. According to the information, the price drop started earlier this week in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and will roll out on November 1st in other OECS nations and Barbados. The company added that consumers will now see retail prices drop by an average of 10% per pound. They noted that prices across the OECS will be lowered on both bulk flour and the retail packaged flour sold in supermarkets. Notably, the price of a 100-pound sack of flour will fall between EC $6 and EC $10 across the ECGC market. Cato emphasized that the ECGC remains committed to supporting the Caribbean even as they face inflationary pressures. He outlined that now is a great time for businesses to give back to the communities. That concludes the local segment of news. The regional roundup, international developments, plus the sports and the weather, they are straight ahead. It's 5 minutes on to 7 o'clock. We now join the Caribbean News Desk for this morning's edition of the Regional Roundup.
From the Caribbean News Desk, the morning edition. Good morning. I'm Dennis Chabrol.
And I'm Kendall Morgan with the latest from across the Caribbean.
The international observers for last week's elections in Montserrat have praised the conduct of the polls, but they have also identified some areas for attention, including the need for independent media on the island. Election analyst Armin Rabish.
Let me point out 3 areas where we could see improvements. One is the independence of the Electoral Commission. The second area, we would also the secrecy of the vote. And the third aspect, which I wanted to point out to you, is the independence of the media. Yeah, to say, look, maybe it's time for Montserrat to move on to have a true public broadcaster and ensure the independence of the journalists and the media.
Montserrat was highly commended for its innovative mobile polling station, which serviced voters in a hospital, prison, and care homes. Election observer Dr. Stephen Akim, the Deputy Speaker of the Northern Ireland Parliament, wants others to adopt it.
Looking at the mobile election process and taking the mobile ballot box around, that was absolutely outstanding. And it's something I'm going to be taking back to Northern Ireland and talking directly to our Electoral Commission about doing that. I thought that was superb. And everybody involved in that should be very proud.
Meanwhile, new Premier Ruben Meade was sworn in on Friday, the day after he led his United Alliance to victory, winning 5 of the 9 seats at stake. The 70-year-old Meade was hospitalized shortly after the swearing-in ceremony and was kept overnight for observation. His family confirmed that he was released on Saturday and is expected to be at work this morning.
In Belize, a police officer is being investigated as one of the masterminds of a robbery spree in the capital, Belmopan. Police Commissioner Chester Williams.
There is a woman police officer detained and her common law husband. From information we're gathering is that the 2 of them are the mastermind behind the robberies, and there are some other persons who are players with them who are also detained. A search of the police officer home yesterday led to the discovery of a number of police uniforms from male officers, and she's a woman. Again, interestingly is that many of these robberies that were committed, persons committing them were wearing either police uniform or the BDUs, and we have found clothing matching those at the police officer house.
In Guyana, anti-corruption activist and former House Speaker Ralph Ramakaran is recommending that there be rules governing gifts to government employees. That's in the wake of revelations that an assistant police commissioner had received millions of Guyana dollars in wedding gifts from businessmen.
Recently, the issue of a person receiving a substantial quantity of money in gifts had been featured in the press. And the time has come when such a policy should be either implemented by law or in policy, and they should have a person responsible for the observance of those terms and for investigations and so on.
The authorities in the Bahamas are investigating the crash of a twin-engine plane near the airport on Ragged Island yesterday. Police reports say 2 burned bodies were pulled from the wreckage. Officials say the U.S. Coast Guard and Drug Enforcement Unit, along with the Bahamas Defense Force and police, are involved in the investigations. The crash occurred some distance from the runway on the small Ragged Island, which is located some 170 miles from capital Nassau in the southeastern Bahamas.
Protesters in Martinique are not backing down in their demands for a lower cost of living, and the unrest has spread to the sister French Caribbean island of Guadeloupe. The 2 months of protests over its spiraling cost of living has not eased despite the signing of an agreement between government and major retailers earlier this month. The protesters want the prices of 6,000 products on supermarket shelves to be reduced by 20% to be the same as in mainland France. As we hear in this France 24 report, the protesters say they need better terms.
Not enough, say the movement's organisers.
They're giving us crumbs. 6,000 products out of 40,000? Honestly, they're showing us that our voices have no value to them.
Shoppers are also skeptical that the deal will make a dent in their budgets.
We're talking about 20% on certain products, while there are products here that are, I'd say, 10 times more expensive than in mainland France.
Authorities have extended a 2-week-old curfew until Monday. The nearby French island of Guadeloupe, which has seen similar protests, has also been put under curfew following an island-wide blackout as energy workers strike.
Antigua and Barbuda will host the next Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting scheduled for 2026 and will become the smallest country to do so. The decision was made at the just-ended 2024 meeting of Commonwealth Heads held on the Pacific Island nation of Samoa. The Commonwealth Heads of Government Summit brings together the 56 member states every 2 years. In addition to the main summit, there are side events that involve youth, women, business leaders, and civil society.
This has been the morning edition from the Caribbean News Desk. You may contact us by phone or WhatsApp on +592 700 9293. Thanks for listening.
And in two other regional stories of concerns, Caribbean community labor ministers have joined the counterparts from the Americas in endorsing a new initiative that lays the groundwork for addressing the region's labor challenges. The Organization of American States says the ministers have approved the Declaration of Bogota titled The Future of Work in the Americas, Building Peace, Social Justice and Climate Action at their 22nd Inter-American Conference of Ministers of Labor. This document lays the groundwork for addressing the region's most urgent labor challenges, taking advantage of opportunities in an era of rapid technological transformation and linking environmental protection measures with the creation of sustainable enterprises, said the OAS. Adding that the plan of action of Bogota was also approved with concrete measures to advance towards these goals. Two airlines, JetBlue and Spirit, have suspended flights to Haiti amid a fresh spike in gang violence. Both U.S. airlines canceled flights to Port-au-Prince from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, though JetBlue has maintained its direct flight from New York City. Neither airline has publicly stated why the flights were suspended. According to a report issued last week by the United Nations, more than 10,000 people had been displaced due to attacks in the past week around the Port-au-Prince and metropolitan area. Looking further afield, in her first appearance on the campaign trail alongside Vice President Kamala Harris, former First Lady Michelle Obama urged Americans to cast their votes to protect the country from the dangers of Donald Trump. In a fiery speech in Michigan, a key battleground state, Obama said the election was too close for her liking. At another event in Michigan, Donald Trump vowed to breathe fresh life into the state's automotive industry and met with Arab Americans he said could turn the election. Polls show the two locked in a tight race in Michigan, with Harris holding an extremely narrow lead 10 days before the 5th November election. And finally, a senior UN official in Sudan says she is deeply troubled by reports of atrocious crimes in the central Gezira state, including the mass killing of civilians by the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, the RSF. Clementine Nguita Salami's comment came after an activist group said that at least 124 people were killed by the RSF in attacks on villages over the past week. The RSF has denied targeting civilians, saying its fighters are clashing with militias armed by the military. The 18-month conflict in Sudan has killed tens of thousands of people and displaced more than 11 million. That concludes the regional roundup and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Cricket West Indies has marked a groundbreaking milestone in West Indies cricket by awarding year-long annual contracts to 14 female players across the region. This first-time initiative is a significant step forward in CWI's strategic commitment to elite and high-performance cricket and signals a continued investment in the growth of the women's game in the Caribbean. This expansion brings the total of contracted regional players to 104 for the year and 164 in total, including senior and academy players. The awardees are as follows: from Barbados, Shanika Bruce and Alisa Scantlebury; from Guyana, Shanita Grimond, Plafiana Millington, Mandy Mangru; from Jamaica, Selena White; from Trinidad and Tobago, Shalini Samaru, Katie Jazz Mitchell, and Renice Boyce; from the Leeward Islands, Melisha Clark and Kimberly Anthony; and from the Windward Islands, Ernisha Fontaine, Abini St. John, and Nerissa Crafton. And finally, West Indies white ball head coach Darren Sammy was pleased his side was able to register a win in the third and final ODI against Sri Lanka on Saturday, but notes that his side must improve in two key areas ahead of the upcoming home series against England. In a rain-affected game in Pallekele, the hosts batted first and made 156 for 3 in the 23 overs before the West Indies, chasing a revised target of 195, got to 196 for 2 with an over to spare, avoiding a series sweep and registering their first win in the format in 2024. The batting was led by Evan Lewis and Sherfin Rutherford, who finished not out on 102 and 50 respectively. That's the sports. Stay with us. The weather forecast is up next.
Grenada Community Partnership Initiative.
We are immensely pleased and honored for Grenada's generosity towards the school. This project is the refurbishment of the Home Economic Center. When Grenada decided to partner with us, we were truly appreciative. This center would afford us the opportunity for our students to be engaged in practical life skills.
Grenada, energizing our community.
For the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster at the Met Office of the MBIA, Cassia Johnson. Good morning, Cassia.
Good morning to you and good morning to the listeners. Here is the weather for today, Monday, 28th October 2024. Currently at the airport, conditions are fair with adjacent showers. Winds are from the southeast at 12 miles per hour. Pressure 1011.9 millibars, which is below normal and rising. Present temperature 28.7 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 83%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.7 degrees Celsius. Minimum temperature last night, 26.1 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was 5.2 millimeters of rainfall at the airport, which brings the total for the month to 96.5 millimeters. The Grenada public forecast valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy with few brief isolated showers, improving as the day progresses. Today's maximum temperature 32.0 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Tides are currently low and will be high at 1 p.m., low again at 7:45 p.m. Sunset today, 5:42, sunrise tomorrow, 5:59. Again, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with few brief isolated showers, improving as the day progresses. From the Met Office, I am Cassia Johnson.
Thank you very much, Cassia. Have yourself a wonderful day now.
Thank you, same to you.
Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Get money where you are, almost anywhere you are, send money over with Western Union.
This is whoa, oh, oh, whoa. This is whoa. Is Western Union. Send to your friends and your family. With Western Union, we're moving money. No matter where you are, you will never fall.
Get money where you are, almost anywhere you are, send money over.
Move it for better.
Fiscal Union, moving money for better.
It's 10 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. Health Minister confirms that the General Hospital will be statutorized on January 1st, 2025. In the region, Caribbean labor ministers agree on rapid, coordinated action to address labor challenges. Internationally, Michelle Obama makes fiery abortion pitch as Trump courts Muslim vote. And in sports, Cricket West Indies awards historic annual contracts to 14 female players, expanding investment in women's cricket. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Monday, October 28th, 2024. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending the invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
And so it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for one whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Coop Bank, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Win a living room makeover with Quartz Ready Cash. One lucky winner will get a chance to win a living room makeover with any cash loan. No security required and affordable monthly payments. It's quick, easy, and hassle-free. Visit one of our locations for more information about getting your Ready Cash loan today. This month is all about you with Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, folks, it's 15 minutes after 7 o'clock, and it's time for the conversation this morning. I just had a brief conversation with the president of the Grenada Bar Association, Francis Paul, and unfortunately he is unable to make it to the conversation this morning. As you know, they launched Law Week yesterday, and it's part of the week of activities when they usually make a radio visit sensitizing the public as to what are the plans for going forward. Unfortunately, he is unwell and cannot make it. So hopefully we can have him engaging with us later in the week. We do have a visit from Ariza. As you know, on Mondays, Ariza always joins us just a little while from now. But in the interim, we do have a brief time that we can have a conversation. What happened in your neck of the woods over the weekend? Well, we had a lengthy weekend. Friday was a public holiday. It was Thanksgiving Day, so-called Thanksgiving Day. And a lot of things. The political climate is getting heavy. All right. I don't know. Maybe there's some things on the horizon that we don't know about. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
I hope you enjoyed that long weekend Thanksgiving. I listened to the Prime Minister speak yesterday and I want him to be strong, him and his ministers, and don't be sidetracked by people who twisting his words and trying to make him look bad. Have a blessed day.
Okay, you too, caller. Have a good day yourself. All right, have a good one. 435-2041, that's the number to call. And what I promise to do is at a later date during the week, I'm going to get all the information that I can as it relates to the statutarization, because there's a misconception with statutarization and privatization. So I'm going to get some clarification on that, and we'll have that conversation. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning to you, sir.
How are you?
Oh, quiet, How are you today?
Any green peas up there yet?
Not yet.
Okay, all right. Okay.
So much rain.
All right, okay.
I'll tell you something, Gordon. Let me say this. For those who listen to my voice from time to time and have become a controversial person, I say sorry for them. I have not traveled anywhere in this world to work. I work here. I do management with companies and for myself. For too long, I had been hearing about this privatization and statutarization. I did work with a statutory body, and so I'm coming from an angle that I know. We have a serious leadership problem in this country and managerial problem. No, we have good people. So I'm not saying we don't have good people. We have good people. But we have a strategic problem where we don't strategize to work the economy. And it's not the government alone. The private sector has it. So it's the government and the private sector who doesn't understand that commerce is the angle we have to go. And commerce deals with people. Yeah? You have to monetize the country, except the country is monetized, so that people can adequately take care of the finances. Don't care what you do in these angles, it will not work. A small population, high cost, I don't know how they want to do it, because it's tried over and over, it's not working. We have to grow the economy markedly pertinent. And when I talk about growing the economy, some people get upset because they want me to outline the aspect of the economy which the government have to grow. The government knows that. They know the arms of the government. So I don't have to preach that to anybody. But we have to monetize the economy. We have to grow the economy markedly to allow the economy to expand so that people can be adequately take care of themselves financially. It's finance that is the problem here. How do you get the finance? Where do you get the finance from? If you don't have the money, don't care what you try to do, you will not succeed. And it has to come from an angle of people having the ability to spend. 100,000 plus 110,000 plus in a high-cost economy cannot do it. Hold on, cannot do it. So we have to understand that it's the growth of the economy that is creating the problem, and it's time that we understand this.
Okay.
So trying to privatize and statutize with the same state of the economy, it will not work. I'm not against it, but we have to concentrate on monetizing the economy before we attempt those things. Wait and grow before you attempt those things. We might be wasting monies.
Okay.
And wasting time.
All right.
Have a great day.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Let's accommodate a WhatsApp call. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, King Innocent. How are you?
I am alive and thankful.
All right. I just want to comment just quickly, briefly, on this whole notion about Thanksgiving. Innocent, how can we give thanks to invasion of our nation? Our nation was invaded by a superpower, a small nation as Grenada, invaded by a superpower, and occupied thereafter. And we're giving thanks for that? Come on, we need to get real. We need to get real. Innocent, on another note, there's a caller on another station who, she calls your station as well. But she keeps using two terms very loosely, and I think I just wanted to comment on that. The term, the most honorable. That term is normally reserved or used in certain countries for their leaders, their prime ministers, like Jamaica, for example. Even though P.J. Patterson is no longer prime minister, he is still referred to as the most honorable P.J. Patterson. Right?
Okay.
And also, another term that is being used loosely is statesman. Innocent, I just want to read the definition of what a statesman is. And it says a statesman or stateswoman is a politician or a leader in an organization who has had a long and respected career at the national or international level or in a given field. Innocent, I just rest my case with these 2 points.
Thank you very much, caller. Have a good one, bro. Have a good one. And let's accommodate this call. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. I felt real good this morning when I learned that you were having the president of the Grenada Bar Association, so I formulated a couple of questions for him. But he cannot come. I wish that he recuperates ASAP. I hope that he's listening to the program. So I want to give him a heads up on a question, and by the way, it's a repeated question that I've asked in my capacity as a conscientious objector to the colonial stronghold that the British monarchy has on Grenada. And as a bar association, I think they should have some answers. I recall a couple of years ago, one of his predecessors, a female Miss Taylor, when this question was thrown out to her, she considered it, a few things she was able to say, that it was a quote-unquote vexing issue for the Grenada Bar Association. But I urge Mr. Gentleman to prepare himself for these questions if and when he comes around. Can he tell us the number and year of the Constitution Act of Grenada, the number and year of the Independence Act of Grenada? How is it possible that a country whose quote-unquote constitution has never been made into law Yet it makes laws that the people of the country are obligated to obey. And to find out from him also what the Bar Association intends to do about this legislative, legal anomaly. And if he has any plans of creating some sort of debate or to enter into a publicly televised debate with me, John Anthony Rollo, on the matter as expressed and explained in a document of 2002 commissioned by the Governor General relative to the constitutional architecture of our country. I trust that my questions are clear, and I hope that the gentleman recovers soon and that he can come forward and so on, and let's talk about it. Thank you very much, and have a nice day. Will you, Mr. Joseph?
Have a good day yourself, caller. Folks, it's 25 minutes after 7 o'clock. We take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we do have the representative from Ariza. Don't you go anywhere.
Christmas is all about the moments we share, the smiles, the laughter, and the love that fills our homes. This season, let your walls reflect the warmth of family time. Sisson's Paint, match with every shade of togetherness. Celebrate 12 weeks of Christmas with Sisson's. Buy one, get one 30% off on selected items. And with every purchase of any Sisson's Paint, you get a chance to win US $100 every week for 12 weeks, from October 1st to December 22nd. Terms and conditions apply. Available at all Sisson's hardware dealers nationwide. Sisson's, internationally tested, brilliantly affordable.
Tourism is me. Tourism is you. Tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen, one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
If you're 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon. GRENDEC Community Partnership Initiative.
We are immensely pleased and honored for GRENDEC's generosity towards the school. This project is the refurbishment of the Home Economic Center. When GRENDEC decided to partner with us, we were truly appreciative. This center would afford us the opportunity for our students to be engaged in practical life skills.
GRENDEC, energizing our community.
Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. It's 29 minutes after 7 o'clock. I'm joined by my riding garden, Josephine Walters.
Hello, my dear.
Family from Ariza.
I am telling you, pretty good.
Yeah.
How are you?
I am doing fine.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
It's always fine with you, right?
Always.
And why not?
Of course.
That's the way it ought to be.
Of course.
Yes.
Take the worst, call it the best, and I'm fine.
Regardless of what. You're alive and kicking.
Alive and well.
Looking at the shoes.
Good, nice.
Seeing if you have on the right shoes for kicking there.
I have the left foot in the right foot.
Whatever. If that works for you, it works.
How's Ariza?
Ariza is great. Ariza is beautiful.
How was Carriacou?
Carriacou was wonderful, you know. All of the hierarchy of the league was up there.
Okay.
Quite a few of them, actually. I think about 5 members of the league.
Wow.
And we also had visiting from Dominica. That's David Fritz, who is the manager of COPEF.
Okay.
COPEF is the insurance that we use. That's why we were able to guarantee you more money in your lifetime savings. Not for you, but when you exit this worth, depending on your age and how much money you have on your lifetime savings, then we match what's in there, or it may be a percentage less. That depends on age and stage.
Okay.
So there are a few variables there. And you also have, when your loan is under $54,000 and under, it will be paid off by COPEF.
Okay.
That's a very simple, it's a simpler one. Most are. It just depends on what the loan was for. In some cases, it doesn't happen, but that's the rare occasion. So people say when you die, your loan dies with you. That is not the case. The most that will be paid is $54,000.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And so if you have a loan of $50,000 and you pass, at least your beneficiaries don't have to worry about
pay that loan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
if
one
the
of
loan
the benefits of the credit
if the
union.
loan is $200,000, obviously, and there's 54, and the 54 goes towards that, then it means that we can have a discussion on how the beneficiaries can take it forward. It may be a house, it may be land, and we can have that discussion. We're always open to that sort of discussion. Yeah.
And you touch a very critical point there as well, beneficiaries. And beneficiaries eventually, in cases like that, if they are not yet members, they have to become members.
Yes, well, they should become members. And that's it. Well, in a case like that, yes.
They have to.
Because for us to be able to negotiate with you on how that loan can go forward, you would have to become a member.
You have to join the family.
I'll tell you something else, and that's not what I came to discuss. But while we're on that, it's beneficial to you because your shares, the qualifying shares, will not be they're not payable. So we don't pay that out to you. They're transferable.
Okay.
So we transfer it to you as a member.
Right. You become a member.
Or you can become a member and we transfer it.
Okay.
If you're already a member, those are qualifying shares, but a share is a share. So then we increase your equity shares by, in some cases, 220, because these may have been older members who did not yet increase to 520. So you'll get that. 520. So it's worth your while to become a member. Yeah, it's far more complicated if you don't, in fact. And the benefits that we have at Ariza, we can boast. Definitely,
it's worth the while.
It's a great investment.
Yeah. Members, how important it is for someone who is becoming a member. There are a number of documents that must be presented.
And sometimes we try to get around the system. Don't try to beat the system. Because a lot of people come to the credit union. I mean, just know soon enough you'll have your Christmas promotion.
Of course.
Right? You want to take advantage of that. And the thing is that people would come in and they want to take advantage of that promotion. But if you try to do a shortcut with me, I'm onboarding you. I'm the person with whom you're doing the transaction up front. when you come in, I'm your initial point of contact. Then when you get to the loans officer, you still have to present all your credentials anyway. If something is wrong, they'll pick it up. So here's what it is. It's 2 forms of ID. Valid picture IDs. Must be picture. We have to verify that you are who you say you are. Good. And they have to be
current. Okay.
They can't be expired.
Okay.
No.
In cases like that, let's verify as we go. What would you consider to be pieces of ID?
So you have your NIS card, your voter's ID or national ID, because I think it serves a dual purpose, your passport, your driver's license.
Okay.
Those 4.
The farmer's ID is not included?
No.
Okay.
But
not yet.
No, but if you're a farmer, it is important to hold the farmer's ID because that further validates who you are. For farmers, sometimes it's a little difficult because you don't walk with all of the documents that you need. But at least we can onboard you and allow you to bring back certain things. We try to accommodate the farmers as much as that is possible. So that's your IDs. And then you have to have proof of your address. That becomes, a little difficulty for some people because we say we need what we most likely would ask for is a utility bill or so in your name. Some people are renting, some people are living at home, so they don't have a bill on their name. That's not a problem. Before you come in, you can make contact with us. We will email you a proof of address form. What you do is the person with whom you live or your landlord will fill out the form, the relationship to you, and they attach the bill, which is current. Right? The bill must be current. That's the other thing. Some people go way back and they bring a bill that's over 6 months old.
And usually, when we say current, we usually look at it within a 90-day period.
Yes.
3 months.
Yes, because you could have changed address. And we need to know, we need to have a full profile on you. So you have a bill in your name? Sure, that's perfect. You don't, you get your landlord or you get the person with whom you live to. So what that does is it associates you with that person living at that address.
Okay.
Yeah? And you need proof of your employment. So that's when you talk about the farmers. Sometimes it's hard because we ask for a pay slip, we ask for a job letter. You may not have that, but you have a GP who knows that you've done farming for over XYZ years. So you want to get someone, and we have, it's not just a GP, you have other senior police officers, senior civil servant, a number of people that we can discuss. But what is important is to prove that you have an income. And so, do you sell your produce? Yes, you sell your produce. This is why we say keep your bills, keep your receipts.
Your records.
Yeah, you have to have your records.
Yeah.
You remember when we used to have the little file, a little kind of crook, a hook on a piece of board, and you keep it there. Sometimes you have your receipt book. So you can bring the book and the carbon copied bit. We just copy that, and that gives us evidence of your income. So you may have sold to the supermarkets, you may have sold to the marketing board, there may be a market vendor that you sell to, but it's consistent. We want to see consistency. That's the proof.
That's the proof.
So don't make it hard on yourself as if it's such a difficult process. In fact, if you don't have it, you may be able to go back to them and say, well, I sold so-and-so to you.
Pull your records and give me a copy.
Yes, and give you a copy. So that when you come in, you don't get frustrated because you see people getting frustrated about it. No, don't get frustrated. And to those who have a letter of employment, your job letter, then make sure it's current. You could have changed jobs.
Hold on.
Yes.
Someone says here, handling business in Grenada is like trying to pass a big rope through a needle. everything is difficult to do. They asking foreigners for social security and all these things, like Grenadians living in Grenada have social security number. That's for people in the diaspora.
Well, people in the diaspora must know that we will be under scrutiny if we do not ask for these things. These are based on the laws of the land. This is the FIU. This is not us, right? We have to face the reality. There is money laundering.
Yeah.
A person comes to you, they're not traceable by the U.S., and they bring a lump sum of money. Maybe they can show you where it came from, because it is coming from what we call a credible source. It is coming from their account in the U.S. How did it start? Were they layering money there? And if they were layering money there, and they deposited with us,
then
for whom the bell toll. Yeah. So
aiding and abetting.
I am telling you, but the thing is that we have to understand this is a global village.
Everything changed after 9/11, eh?
Everything. Come on.
All financial transactions.
Everything.
Source of income and everything like that must be declared.
And so, to the person who is concerned, what are we, Ariza, credit unions, what are we going to do with your social security number? We can't defraud you. We won't steal your identity.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about that. But we will be held accountable when we're audited. Where are your where are the requirements?
Yeah.
These are what we asked for. And we have to be compliant. We must be compliant.
Yeah, and that is something that I always advocate for, that you see what you do every Monday, and then there's a Money Wise program on Wednesdays by Ariza. It's so important that institutions like that sensitize the general public as to the functionality involved, because some people would feel that, you know, these people just want to know, but it has nothing to do with the institution itself.
It doesn't.
Right?
And the truth is, in Grenada, we don't have a social security number. But in those places, and they know it, the people who are asking know it, this forms part of your identity.
Yeah.
So they are asked for it there. It's part of who they are. So then why object to sharing it as part of who you are? And you must know that this is a reputable organization. We're not about to do anything on the hand, anything uncanny with your ID.
Yeah.
I tell you, there's some things that you just cannot do. In the U.S., as a Grenadian, you're asked for your belly.
Yeah.
That's it.
As simple as going to the U.S. Embassy in Barbados for your visa.
Are you kidding me? I had to renew last year because it took a while to. I took too long to go back. And, I was, sometimes you got the chills because you see people in front of you and the questions that they're being asked. But by the time I got up there, this was so funny. I mean, I must share this. The woman dealing with me asked, "So where is your son today?" Because I guess we traveled together the last time I went to the U.S.
Yeah.
All the records sitting there. Where is my son today? So I was able to share with her, well, no, this is a grown man. He's doesn't need to be with me, right? So we're not prying. We're not nosy. We must know who you are, okay? And we are going to be held accountable if we don't.
I remember in the bank, every now and then you have what you call inspection. Where they
you have the inspectors. Are you kidding me? Oh, yes. And it's not just the U.S. So let me say to the people in the diaspora, it's not just the U.S. It's the U.S., Canada, England. It's wherever you live outside of Grenada. You have an identity there, and it's tied to that number. That's what it is. And they know they have to give their social for a lot of things.
Someone says, living overseas, there should be an easy way to pay loans and make deposits into accounts.
Yes, and we are working on that. That portal is going to be made available quite soon. So yes, I agree with you, and the portal will be made available very soon. Meanwhile, you can use AOC, and we can share that with you. So you can. There's a WhatsApp number 415-1990. or you can email us at diaspora@arizacu.com.
Okay.
And we would share that information with, OCT Fast Pay. Yeah,
Okay.
It works. It works well. So while we're working on the portal, at least we know that. But if there's money in the account, then it will just pull.
Yeah,
Yes.
automatically.
So we
debited.
want to say, and that's an important point. When you come in, you travel, you come on holiday. Some people come annually. Top up the account so that you don't have those issues.
Yeah.
It will just pull automatically.
Automatic
Yes,
deduction.
but you should be able to get to the point where you just swipe your card wherever and the money goes on the account, right? And that is coming.
Right.
It is coming. We're working on it feverishly.
As always. Ariza is always
we have
ahead
to
of the
go.
game.
We must be.
All right. So as we wrap now, we want to remind members and prospective members on the requirements for opening.
Right. So the requirements for opening, you have your IDs, picture IDs that are valid, proof of your employment, and proof of your address. You also some people say you pay. No, you're not paying. You're investing.
Yes,
you're buying your shares. So it's now 520. But if you don't have 520, remember it was 220. You can start with the 220 and we make an arrangement so that you pay the balance.
So that's a new requirement.
You remember that special general meeting that we had?
Yeah. Right. So
you were the last to get to that point.
520 shares.
Yes. $520, which equates to 25
shares.
Yes.
Okay. All right. In the USA, the first thing they ask for is your SS, especially doing business. That's Social Security.
Precisely.
I mean, that's exactly the trend of the world.
It's your ID, as I said.
It
forms who you are.
Yeah, it's you.
And you must know that we're asking for everything you.
Yeah.
So, if you're in Trinidad and you have some of our Caribbean territories, you do have your national ID, and they're asked for it as well.
And what is also important for people to note is that requesting these things in the day and age in which we live, with so much cyber fraud
and money laundering,
asking for these things are just ways to ensure that when a transaction is being done,
we are protecting you,
the person that is early involved.
The part of it is that we are protecting you as well.
Yeah. Okay. Once again, thanks.
Thank you, my dear. Yeah. It's always good to be here with you.
Don't forget the cake.
No, I won't forget the cake. No, next week Monday. And you have my number.
If I don't get the cake next week Monday, when
there'll be no show.
And there will be show, but you alone will be talking. I'll be just sitting and looking at you.
Oh wow! I'll be having a solid looking.
Yeah.
Never mind.
As always,
that won't happen.
As always, bring our love from the GBN to the entire management and staff.
And our love to the GBN as well. Listen, when I walked in, I nearly sing my favorite time of the year is Christmas. I was nearly doing a little parang outside there, because I mean the thing hot. Yeah, that tree is proper.
I have a parang with a riser in it, you know.
You do?
Of course.
Share it with me. Offline.
Not yet.
What a thing. Have a lovely day.
It's going to be an awesome Christmas at GBN at the Riser. Yeah.
We go have a good time.
Hope she'll get well, okay? All right. Have a good day.
Take care, my dear.
Folks, we take a break. We'll be back with more on the conversation after these.
Today's edition of Money Wise was made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Welcome back to the conversation. It's 10 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We've got 10 minutes in which we can have a conversation. Continue. Once again, thanks to Josephine Walters and the folks from Ariza for informing us, as always, on a Monday morning. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. And how you do today?
I am alive and very thankful. How about you?
I am alive and thankful, too.
All right.
We say thanks. I want to go back to two callers before the other person came in. One spoke about the American came in here and how he could give thanks for that. But I want to make him to understand that the Bible says in everything, give thanks. Whether it's good or bad, give thanks. But I want to make him to understand too that when Americans came here, whatever community white is, it could have been a lot worse. You understand? You don't give thanks for because when you give thanks for what happens, it can be a lot worse. Houses could have lost, property could have lost, more life would have lost. So it's important to give thanks because it was less, it was minimized instead of 20. So we could give thanks for that. And then the other speaker that make about Mr. Rollo, Mr. Rollo understand that he alone is not an island. And because the Bible says the Lord leaves the wise and prudent and go to the babes and suckling, and because he's too bright, he feels he knows everything and everything should change as he said to change it. But he let him to process, no matter what 40 years he was in that, but he lived for 40, he never dead. He been free for 40 years, he been shut up for 40 years, he never hungry, he never tossed, he never do nothing for 40 years. Why happen to know we want to make a big road about the Constitution take time to be holy. 40 years you live, 40 years Grenada live, we live still, we in 50 years of celebration, and we live still, everybody lives still. Call us what it is, whether you're in a colony or who is who, everybody live. We could have want to live better, but because of greed and covetousness, we couldn't live better than that. But the world was made for everybody to live comfortable, but because of greed, he gone to that. But what I'm saying to him is that take time. You don't want to rush yourself and feel you know all. And you know what I blame too? I blame good morning. I blame a lot of the people because the people make him feel that he knows he's a bright man, he's a good man. So he comes and talking sometimes. He doesn't polish, he doesn't mellow down, he doesn't trim his words. You want to say what you want to feel. People must accept that and just root. So you say, oh, I'm the first person to do it. I'm not the first person to do that. You must take time to be holy and take time with the country and people. Despite what you live for all years. That's what I have to say there this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good morning, caller. Thank you very much. It's 8 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Good morning via WhatsApp.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program. How are you?
I am doing well.
That's good.
I heard a clip on the news this morning about earlier. I think it's a member of the opposition that said they have to investigate in terms of how money is being spent in the country. You know, it is amazing as to how some people behave over a period of time. And I really think that it's because they feel that Grenadians are not educated. Politically, yes, we have a lot of work to do. But we are not stupid people. We are definitely not stupid. And it's time that this will stop leading people down the wrong road. No, I don't think they ever investigated you after you have given a relative of yours over $20 million. We ain't get that back yet. You took at the shrimp farm, you ain't get her back. You go to Mount Hartman, you ain't get her back. They even accuse you for going in with Mount Morris or St. Morris or whichever Morris it is and collect money. They accuse you all for that. They don't investigate it. You even go so far to say your damn money is yours. You spend approximately $15,000 with your credit card, which is totally illegal. You're not supposed to be doing that. And people don't investigate you. You have a code, you there over 40 years you run. Nobody don't make a lot of noise when it comes to investigating. No, the people there 2 years. Oh God, give them a chance that we are doing. If you cannot help, well, stay on the side. But if you can contribute positively, educate the people so that our country can grow, and that's all we need. We need to grow. Thank you, my brother.
Have a good one, caller. Have a good one. Have a good one. Let's take this other call here via WhatsApp and say, good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, and how are you?
I am alive and very thankful. How about you?
Okay, I'm doing just wonderful, thank you. I have a couple of things. I went to the Legend concert on Saturday night, and I have a couple of things to say. One is, I understand why you weren't part of the Legend in concert, because when I look at these guys, some of them weren't your father. So you wouldn't fit in there at all, because you're not old enough to be a legend. That's one. Two, I think that Scholar sang the song about the Patterson kid that got raped and killed in Carriacou. And I didn't think that was the time and place for that song. Some people were very sad. We go there to enjoy ourselves, to dance, to have a good time, not to listen to that song. It was really, really sad, and I don't think that was the time and place for it. The other thing again, I thought the concert was very nice. I enjoyed it, but it was a little bit too long. They start exactly 7:30. They were on time, but I left the concert at about 10 to 12. That's too long, but I enjoyed it.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
Most importantly, you enjoyed it, and that's good, all right? I do hope, okay, thank you very much. I do hope the organizers are listening and, make the requisite changes. Right, let's go back to the telephone line. It's 4 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Hi, good morning, Innocent. How are you doing?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
I'm blessed, man. Innocent, I hear people talking about Maurice Bishop wicked and Maurice Bishop this and Maurice that. Innocent, something caused the revolution in this country. I remember Saturday night, a Friday night in the market, we hear where they shoot a young man by Bola. We will leave the abattoir and run down. When we reach down there, the helpless body on the ground. We have doing the abattoir Friday night again. Little Harry, 9 years, shoot in the market. Going down to the helpless body lying on the ground. And that drives young people. That drives young people in an angry way, my brother. That caused the revolution. I never hear Bishop line up anybody on the foot and gun them down. He has more criminals in this country here, more than Bishop. Bishop never do that to people. Where those who line up innocent people and gun them down? Bishop was a good man in this country to me. He has loved the people and he treated the people well. When a man wants to educate you, that man loves you. That man loves you. Thank you. Okay. That is what I have to say this morning.
Thank you. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one. Folks, it's 2 minutes away from 8 o'clock. We might be able to accommodate a final caller. And we've got to join the BBC at 8. Let's go to the telephone line right away and say good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
And how are you?
I am alive and thankful.
Good. Mr. Innocent, in terms of Mr. Rulo again, I think it's time that you have to discipline Mr. Rulo. I am one of the first person that spoke about this thing Mr. Loro referred to ministers and government and so on as so-called. And it definitely is not right and should be disciplined. I have no problem. He gives me a lot of education, things to know a lot, but I think he has to be disciplined.
Okay.
Right? And that is in you all court. You all as announcers and reporters, that is in your all court to make sure that. Secondly, I heard a piece of news where the Prime Minister said that the hospital will be privatized. Now, I have no problem if the hospital is privatized in the betterment for the state of Grenada. There are a lot of things we're not getting in the hospital, there are a lot of things that we're not doing. But I am thinking that the clinics, what we call the health centers we have out there, need to be thoroughly upgraded. For instance, you have a new health center in Guab, which was supposed to serve between Guab and St. Mark's and whatnot. And things are not too right there. You have a new one built in Victoria again. Things are not too right there. And in Sortes, you need to develop that one. So if the privatization is going to bring these services to these places, I have no problem. No problem. What may happen when we have to pay for the services, right? But again, I am not satisfied that the government give us enough ideas or explain to us what historically will happen under the privatization. I think that the government should have do some more explanation than to tell us now that a contract will be signed. Give us more details.
Okay.
Right? For that matter, it should be discussed in the parliament before too.
Okay.
So I am with them. If they want to privatize, if it's going to be better for Grenada,
it's not privatized. It's not privatized. It's statutarized. Okay.
Statutarized. Right. So then again, they should explain to us the difference between statutarization and privatization.
If you listened earlier to my program, I said that one later day in the week, I will be doing a program on the difference with statutarization and privatization. Okay.
Right. Because to me, once you give in control to any other organization than the state of Grenada, the government of Grenada, it's supposed to be better. If it's not in a better position, then it doesn't make sense.
Okay. Thank you, caller. Have a good one. Folks, this is where we've got to pull the program for the morning. Thank you very much for your participation and contribution. If the good Lord spare our lives, we'll do it again together. Same time tomorrow, same place, same frequencies, channels, and platforms. Stick and stay with us. The BBC is up next.